Boom, man. What's up, gang fam? Gang, fam, man. Fucking let's go to the top. We're really going. Everybody's just flocking to this shit, man.
Flocking to this shit.
Yeah, let's keep it flocking over here.
Lawyer is funny.
Yeah, man.
Go subscribe to his channel.
And subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our family channel. Follow us on IG and OF. Let's go. What you saying? What you saying before?
What?
Why it can't be like this, whatever?
Huh? I said, why can't all, white people be like this? Like, not on that racist shit. Like, it just warms my heart whenever white people in general, like, I don't know. That hating racist shit is just
with the
there's
the
no
clown
point.
shit.
Yeah, there's no point of being hateful and racist. But yeah, y'all see in a minute.
And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
It's the self-snitching.
Wait, you say he's selling merch.
Say stop self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts, CLR. I'm Bruce Rivers, certified criminal defense lawyer.
Self-snitching is how you sell your music, man. There's so much competition, man. People have to feel like the only way to prove that they're really doing it, is to self-snitch.
Right.
It's to lead as much details as you can without incriminating yourself. But hey, man, used to be real killers move in silence, but real gangsters move in silence and violence. But now it's like you gotta speak about it because everybody's gonna think everybody's capping. So you gotta be like, yeah, man, I blammed a nigga down in 4th Street, right there, where we used to get something to eat. Check the cam, man. We in a pea coat with the red soap. Yo, we pulled up with a red car with the license says LBCR. I'm telling you, man, this is not just a bar. I really smacked that nigga and fucking hit him with a 45. I left the showcase at the scene.
Oh, I'm so slow. That's what he's talking about because they be snitching on themselves in their rap music.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Boondocks in the episodes about that. That's just funny.
That's crazy.
And today we're reacting to K-Flock. Now, we did a reaction to one of his songs recently, and that was Is You Ready? And if you remember that was about 2-3 weeks ago, and I can't make this stuff up. How is it that he just got picked up on December 16th for a homicide? Now, what he did was he was in a barbershop.
Free that man.
We're going to play the video here for you so you can see what we're talking about. But he's in a barbershop. There's some exchange between he and another patron of the barbershop. And he walks out, and then the other guy follows him. And then somehow he gets shot, and we'll talk a little bit more about, the facts surrounding it, because they're not quite clear is exactly what happened. And then he's charged with 3 counts. 3 counts. 1 count of second-degree intentional murder, and he's charged with second-degree criminal possession of a weapon. 2 counts of that. And we'll talk about more what the penalties are and that kind of thing. But let's take a look at the video, because he's in New York, and he's coming out of this barbershop.
Well, before we played it, man, I done heard so many stories to this one damn story, and I've seen multiple videos to this one damn story, and I'm like, bro, like, which one is it?
This is my first time even hearing about it. I don't know shit about no rappers or none of that.
The only one that I seen that actually made sense was the one that 1090 Jake posted, and it seemed more like the guy saw him walking by, and he came out trying to do all that woo-woo wah shit until he got his ass popped.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So now, this video that's been posted all over the internet doesn't really show Kevin Perez, a.k.a. K-Flock. But it does show a reaction by other folks.
Who is who?
So you get kind of a timing of what's going on.
It's just the people coming out the barbershop.
So these people probably
Why are
heard
they
the
looking
gunshot,
scared?
and now they're reacting to it.
Oh.
Now remember what I told you, there's video cameras all over just about every city in America. Now, let's just look at, there's a couple things I want to go over with you. First of all, what is he charged with?
Glasses got serious.
The first count, he's charged with murder in the second degree. Murder, the second degree, one of the most significant crimes in New York State and just about any other state. It is called an A1 felony, and you could very likely get a life sentence if you're convicted. And even if you don't get a life sentence, there's a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 to 40 years. It's called indeterminate sentencing. Next, he's also charged with criminal possession of a firearm.
You will be up to
In New York, you can't just own or possess in public, or for that matter, a firearm. You have to have a permit. And it carries with it a 15-year penalty, but there's a mandatory minimum penalty of 3.5 years. So, and that's something that the judge doesn't have any discretion with whatsoever. It's called mandatory sentencing. And in that particular instance, if you are, like, let's say you're just caught with a firearm at the airport, for example, it's what they call a strict liability crime, and it sort of assumes you have 0 criminal history score. And if the judge doesn't have any discretion, and you're looking at a 3.5-year sentence, I mean, they take their gun laws extremely seriously in New York.
Yeah.
So let's just take a look at the picture. You can see here that Mr. Perez is wearing some very distinctive clothing.
Well, you saying, man, yeah, New York don't fucking play with that gun shit, man. Fucking, the cops want to be the only ones with the guns. And they know how New York get down, man. Fucking, ain't taking no shit from nobody. No cops, no FBI, nobody.
So, that's K-Flock right there, right?
Supposedly what they're saying is K-Flock. You know, nobody knows shit. You can't even see his fucking face.
Right. I was about to say, like, how do you know?
You can't be like, oh, that's his hands. The fuck?
Oh, that's his leg.
But yeah, man. But it's true. You're gonna get that. So you're gonna get that 3-year sentence if you're broke.
Yeah.
Since he probably got the label behind him, he probably won't even do that. He probably do some probation or something. Because if you do those 3.5 years while he's just getting picked up, like, oh, he didn't even got his foot in, barely got his foot in the door. And then he get dropped by the label and on some Bobby Smurder shit. But then maybe all rappers start supporting him and, you know, help him out with the case and shit. Maybe Jay-Z or something.
Right. True.
You can't tell that he fucking, you can't even tell, like, you don't know who that is.
Right.
And that's one of the things that cops will do is that they'll have a supposed expert because I can see a stripe here and there's a stripe here. You know, it's more common sense than anything else. But that is probably identified. We tried looking for the criminal complaint. I couldn't pull it up for whatever reason at this point. But we'll get that, and then we'll analyze the facts that are embedded within that. However, I will tell you something about what his lawyers are saying. K-Flock's attorney is a guy by the name of Scott Lehman. I don't know him, but he released a statement, and it says, "We have begun our own investigation into these allegations. More importantly, considering the DA's significant disclosure this morning that the NYPD received a tip saying someone else is the shooter, we demanded that the DA's office promptly provide disclosure of the videos referenced in the complaint and more information on the tip." Kevin Perez, a.k.a. K-Flock, went into a barbershop. And the way the story goes is that
You know how it goes.
the person that was in there said, "What are you looking at?" And he walked out. And then the person that was in there walked after him. Now, remember what I said about closing the gap? The only problem is that the guy that was following him was shot in the neck and in the back. Now, that could happen in a number of ways, obviously. But in this particular instance, if he was, if someone's chasing you and they're closing the gap, that makes a plausible self-defense more likely. And remember what I said about self-defense. self-defense, once they get the instruction, the jury gets the instruction about self-defense, self-defense is something that the prosecution has to prove you didn't do. So in other words, it's presumed. The defense has to put up some plausible showing of self-defense in order to get the instruction. But once you get the instruction, they have to basically prove a negative. They have to prove that you didn't act in self-defense and that what you did was disproportionate to whatever threat there was. And they have to disprove each element of self-defense. So I don't think the final chapter's been written on this one yet. He's got great representation. You know, he just signed a deal with Capitol Records. You know, what's in his the DOA tape is, you know, the latest album, and we did the Is You Ready and Op Spotter's another one on that, and it's pretty popular. And so to see him face such serious charges at a young age of 18, when he's got nothing but, you know, up on his way. But, like I said, we'll see what happens, because if someone's chasing you, you have the right to defend yourself. And if that person's armed, which we don't know he is or isn't, you have the right to defend yourself. And in this particular instance, you know, just because the guy shot in the back and shot in the neck does not mean that the guy was necessarily running away. I mean, you can turn in an instant, and you know,
That's what it looked
I
like
don't know
to
exactly
me.
where in his back he was shot. This is all, you know, too early. But
That's what it looked like to me. It sounded like he came out of the store, ran up on them, and whoever it is pulled out a gun. He panicked in a minute. The other guy panicked when he saw the gun. It went like this.
Right.
And he ended up getting shot. Boom, and boom, that's turning, and then ended up dying from it.
it seems to me that his own team seems to think they may have a plausible case of self-defense. But here's the deal.
So far.
Even if he walks on the homicide, he still may be on the hook for the other two crimes. The second-degree possession of a firearm in public. And I told you what the penalties are. I mean, he could be looking at some serious time on that regardless. So, like I said, the final chapter is not written yet on this. And we'll follow it. And, you know, I want you guys just to take a real hard look at this. He's 18 years old, and he may not have been able to avoid this situation. He just may not have been able to. We don't know yet. And it sounds like there's a tipster who said somebody else was doing the shooting. So we don't know that yet either. It's just all too early to tell. But to be facing such a heavy thing at such a young age,
Snitching, boy.
you know, better off try to avoid situations where that could occur. And that's my advice to every one of you guys out there. So that's our rapper update for today. That was Kevin Perez, aka K-Flock. And we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. If you are watching this, follow us on Instagram.
But yeah, man, I don't fucking. What I seen from 1090 Jake, man, fucking was walking, and it looked like he was walking by. The shooter looked like he was walking by the shop, and it looked like what it looked like to me. The guy knew who he was, whatever, probably an op or whatever, and he fucking came out the store, hollering at him and chasing him down. Then he came out the store hollering at him because he stopped right there and started screaming like, like what's up, da da da. And the guy was like, he just went like this, like he ain't worried about you. Like, I ain't worried about his ass. And then his ass came running up on him. And so he probably heard him running up on him, turned around, whipped out his shit. Then he saw that, oh shit, pow, pow. And he tried to run back, fell, drowned in his own pool of blood, died from the shit. The guy took off. And so happened you can't, the guy that took off, there's another person that posted right after that, showing where it was at, that it was close by, and wearing the same damn jacket. and lift up his jacket, showing that he had the strap on. But he didn't. He ain't arrested. But they saying K-Flock did it because somebody had said it was K-Flock. That just sounds like some hating ass motherfuckers who's around the area and wanted to fucking pin K-Flock for something because they knew he's blowing up. And they probably was just fucking hating and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't seem I don't think he fucking did it. It sounds like somebody else fucking did it. From what videos I seen, man.
Seems kind of fishy to me.
Yeah, the whole case is shaky. I don't feel they got no solid murder case. They definitely don't got no. So from what it's seen already, they don't got a solid murder case. They're just hoping to make an example out of him. That's really all it is. I don't know how he's gonna get away with the other murder charge. You're gonna have some good ass fucking lawyers. And if he ain't got no serious past criminal record, obviously. I mean, if you pay enough dough, man, fucking shit gets shaken down. So, especially just a gun charge. I mean, New York don't play about it, but I'm pretty sure everybody got a price, man. Everybody got a price. So, I don't know how to even call him with the gun unless they just had a warrant when fucking arrested him, and then he had a gun on him while they arrested him. But then if they had a gun on him, then they have to prove that, match the gun, do the forensics, that he shot that gun.
Yeah.
And all type of stuff. The whole shit is just fucking shaky as fuck, man.
Right.
So, man, free fucking K-Flock, man. Free fucking K-Flock, man.
Free that man.
He just fucking started popping. He by signing labels and shit.
His views been going up.
Crazy.
Yeah, his views been going crazy.
And let us know what you think down below, man. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to our channel, follow us on IG, all our social medias. Go click our picture, go to about section, follow us on social media, click in the description. It's easy, man. One click, you there.
This lawyer also reacts to music videos too, like K-Flock music videos and all that.
Drill,
Rappers,
all type of drill music and shit.
Oh, for real, damn. Yeah, so go check him out as well.
Yeah, he be funny as hell. Man, next time.